Hello and welcome to Snarky Wine's video tasting notes. My name is Kevin Gagnon. I'm an Italian wine ambassador and wine journalist living in Germany. And today I have the perfect summer red wine to try with you. This is from the Kalterersee in Italy's Südtirol region, or Alto Adige if you prefer to refer to it with the Italian name. Both names are official, of course, but the region is primarily German speaking. The particular appellation of this wine is the Kalterersee Auslese Classico Superiore, which means it is the top classification for this particular DOC. Made by Castel Sallegg, which has a very long and distinguished history. They have an estate right at the shores of Lake Garda, which is the Kalterersee. And this particular region has a somewhat warmer microclimate than the surrounding regions. It's south of Bolzano, or Bolzen, in the Alto Adige, or Südtirol, as I said. Now, what we have here is the Bischofsleiten. It's the top wine from this appellation, and this appellation from this producer, and it is a single parcel of vines, 100% Pergola training, that is the traditional training in the region. And in this particular wine, if you know what the appellation rules stipulate, you will know what's in the glass. If you don't, I'm about to tell you. The rules stipulate that at least 85% must be Vernaccia. Now, if you don't know what Vernaccia is, you may know it by another name. The official name in Italy is Schiava, and in Germany, and Germanic-speaking countries normally, it's called Trollinger, which hasn't earned it a lot of respect, but it is such a pity because these wines can be so beautiful, so fine, and this particular wine is 100% Vernaccia. But the rules stipulate it must be 85% and the rest is usually Lagrein. This one, 100% Vernaccia, aged and vinified only in steel for 4 months to preserve the fresh fruit character of this wine. This is a 2018 with 13% alcohol. This particular vineyard, as I mentioned, a single vineyard called Bischofsleiten, is found about 230 to 280 meters above sea level, but it has a view directly on the lake. So let's have a look at the wine itself. It has a gorgeous, luminous raspberry color. Typical of typical of Vernaccia, and this one has a wonderful, expressive, sweet fruit nose. Raspberry, a little bit of blackberry, sour cherry is there, but there's more of a red cherry and dark cherry aspect. There's also some beautiful hint of violets in the finale of the nose. Palate, just like the nose, full of sweet raspberry fruit, sweet red cherry, also that floral aspect with a hint of cinnamon spice in the back. But when I say sweet fruit, that has nothing to do with the sugar level of the wine. This wine is fully dry, but the fruit is so beautifully ripe, and that's partly because of the microclimate and the fact that the grapes have gotten to a wonderful state of ripeness, 13% alcohol, like I said, and for this grape variety, that's a high level of alcohol. This particular grape variety produces wines with relatively low alcohol, which is a real pleasure. And you may have noticed this glass, the moisture that is beading on it and on the bottle as well, that's because I've chilled this wine, and you absolutely must do that with these wines. They're meant to be drunk lightly chilled. The estate recommends, in fact, for this wine that it be drunk between 11 and 14 degrees. I chilled it down to about that and had it already last night where it was sweltering hot, and it was such a delight. A cool, fresh wine. But let's talk about that palate again. It's not just about the freshness and the sweetness of the fruit, it also has extremely fine tannin. It really is a mouth-cleaning property as it goes through the palate all the way to the finish, which is moderately long. It's a delightful, fresh summer wine to have. And I intend on finishing it today. That's the tasting for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again next time.